So today we're gonna take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're now on episode 18 of the series, and in the last episode we saw like a few skirmishes around the world. We saw like China do some things with Taiwan. As I think that was last episode. Because if that wasn't, then I'm gonna look very stupid. But this farmers union thing that got formed last episode, and the French Union and the Red Team let go of their occupied zones and the African Union successor, and we saw a little bit more colonization as always. But the main event of last episode was we saw three countries, the Lime Team, the Pink Team, and the Brown Team, unite into what's now the Turkic Union, and its expansionist. It took out like 3 or 4 countries, and Egypt decided that it had enough of this, and it started to invade into the Turkic Union, which will be the main focus of this episode. So yeah, let's continue where we left off of. But first, I want to make things clear on how important this war is. If Egypt wins, it'll destroy any expansionist dream in across Europe and Asia, and basically threatening a major superpower or in Africa. That would be anti-colonialism. So Egypt would definitely stop a scramble for Africa in the future. But say the Turks win, Egypt gets and and the expansionist countries have hope that they will get to expand without the influence of Egypt, and the colonialist countries need Egypt gone for a future scramble for Africa. Like this war is a big deal. Everyone stops what they're doing. They grab some popcorn if that's even a thing yet, and they basically just watch this thing unfold. Now let's get to the actual war. I zoned out for a moment, but as I was saying last episode, Egyptian forces continue to enter into the Turkish team, and the Turkish team they had a feeling this was coming, so they are prepared. They have a big front station up here, but not as much down here. So well, the Egyptians take advantage of this, and they pour in troops over here, and they flank this group from behind and encircle it, and so far so good for the Egyptians. Everything's going so far so good for Egypt until that the Turks start to do this. Yikes. That's not good at all. But Egypt manages to repel one of these invasions and significantly decrease one of them. And Egypt, just to clarify, Egypt is stronger than the Turkic Union, but somebody is secretly funding the Turks. And the Egyptians have already figured this out, and they're wondering, who are funding these guys? It can't be Azerbaijan, because I'm cool with them. And the red team, they don't have any hostilities towards me. Croatia, I thought we were cool with them. The French Union, they don't have a motive, so well, Egypt is just really confused right now on who could have funded the Turks over here. But now back to the Turks. The Turks managed to the Turks manages to have a breakthrough over here, and this significantly breaks the front lines over here. The Egyptian troops, they were not expecting this, so they're easily pushed back to the border of the. Why am I explaining this? And then Turk troops start to may blitzkrieg them over here, or smashing a wall of troops in the process, losing a ton of men at once and a lot of manpower, but it's effective. And with this distraction, and the Turks now try to encircle all the troops over here, and this is a big wave of troops over here in Egypt, and they're like, nope, and they pull out of here. Smart move by Egypt. But now they dig in and just hold this front for a while. Hey, what happened to the naval line? It must have gone good. Oh, well, that went as well as I expected. And then, weirdly enough, this like Libyan team declares war on the Egyptians, which unlikely, though it makes sense since that brain fart, because this Libyan country would like to regain some of its old land after it's gone independent, and that's like I'd say it's like something around this is what they want. Really? You are not gonna stop me, bruh. I mean, look at you. You're probably one of the weakest countries in this world. Oh, give up now, bruh. And then Thrace starts to rebel from the Turks, and Egypt is like, great, awesome, and this works out well in my favor. And it gets about this: the Greeks don't rebel because they're Greeks, and the Thracian, is that how you say it? They get to like about this before the Turks send some troops over there to actually try to stop them. And then the green team is like, ooh, free land. And the Turk Union is like, dude, what the fuck? Egypt just fully kicked the East Libya out of their country and is now pushing into the Libyan country. Uh-oh, that's not good. You want to know what's even more not good? This. All of this capitulates and the Libyan country surrenders. I forgot what I was saying for a moment, but this country did not surrender, and because they didn't surrender, they fricked around and found out. This country capitulates over to Egypt. Why did I stutter saying that? I don't know. And then, weirdly enough, Arabia starts to invade Eritrea, and Egypt is like, why are you doing this? Because I'm expansionist, duh. And they just say that and just act like nothing is happening. They capture this major city, the capital, then this major city, and then this other major city, and then this country. recapitulates, yada yada yada. And then they start to pulling troops into these major cities. Wait, what? Egypt's just like, yo, what the frick? And like, hey, we never signed an alliance. You just helped me gain my independence. That's it. That's all you ever did. I used you. And now I am going to take the lands that rightfully belong to me. And they capture this major city, and they make a move and cut off this area of Egypt from the rest of Egypt, encapsulating it completely. And then they capture this major city over here, fully capture this one, and then this one as well, and they go and capture this one and this one, like if they were just like doing spearheads across. And with this distraction, the Turks can now move into Egypt, capturing this major city, cutting off the supply lines for the rest of this area, going along the coast, and just slowly sieging the rest of I guess Babylon. Now, fun fact actually, Egypt was originally planning to join the Circle Alliance, but dates got pushed around, and then this war with Turkey happened, and now they're getting beat back hard. So I just wanted to mention that as well. And then the Turks handled this Thracian rebellion with ease, and they push them into Bulgaria, and the remaining people here flee into Croatia or Moldavia. And also, by the way, if you for some reason are wondering why I call Moldavia and not Moldova, it's because I'm saying Moldavia because I'm referring to Moldavia, the region in Romania, not Moldova, the country. So I just wanted to clarify that in case someone thinks I'm mispronouncing it for any reason. And now Russia, seizing an opportunity, decides, hey, you, let me annex a few provinces off of you, and I won't get the Diamond Alliance involved in a war against you. And the Turks forcefully are agreed into this deal, which we'll look at the peace treaty of this. And also the green team did this, so good on their part. And then groups inside of Egypt holding major cities, these decide to rebel away against the government, feeling like this Egyptian regime has failed them and they deserve better. And these movements have a lot of support within Egypt itself, because Egypt is currently losing a war, and yeah, Egypt is cooked here. The remaining lands over here were capitulated by the Arabians, and that will look like about that. And same here. And also Turkey managed to do this. Yeah. And now the remainders of Egypt that still want to be part of the main government sort of become a rump state, and they just decide, you know what, we, as much as we want to, we cannot. Oh, the original Egyptian team. So, oh, we are just gonna do that, and then Egypt, it has a policy that if any soldier surrenders, or they will be publicly mocked inside of Egypt. And because of that, they don't surrender. And as Ottoman troops encircle the capital of Egypt, the leader of Egypt decides to not surrender until the very end. They fight hard for the capital of Egypt, but in the end, it's all in vain. And Turkey has officially won the Turco-Egyptian War. Now let's take a look at what the peace treaty is gonna look like. And in this peace treaty, we can see there's a lot of lines here. So first, the Turk concession. The Green Team will be annexing the Turk claims on the Italian peninsula and all of Sicily, and that will be for the Green Team. And then Russia will be buying Crimea and these Caucasian lands from the Turkish Union. Now it's time for the fun stuff. So, first of all, Turkey, or I guess in this case the Ottoman Empire, they get all of these lands and this Red Sea coast thing colony, if that made any sense at all. Then the Arabians will be annexing all of Egyptian Arabia, these lands over in, like, I guess Sudan, and they'll be annexing all of the country that was once here. So yeah, that country is gone, Zito now. Now the last war spoils is this eastern Libyan country getting all of their land back. This land used to be theirs, but then the African Union and Egypt pulled World War II them. But now they have all of their land back because when they got independence from the African Union, Egypt still had some of their land, but now they have it all. And now it's time for the new independent states that are going to be formed out of Egypt. First, a bluish country over here. Their capital will be right here. Next up, we see like a dark purplish country, and all it takes is one freaking pixel, and it all goes to hell. But a new dark purple-ish country will be popping up here, and their capital. This city is cooked, so here. Here. Oh my god! Why am I struggling so hard to put down a capital? Okay, this country's capital will be right here. Next up, a limeish green country here, and their capital will be, you can barely see the cities, their capital will be right here. And this remaining land will be turned into not the whole world. We turned into this icy bluish country thing, and their capital will be right here. Yay. That gray spot looks pretty ugly, so I got rid of it today. And that will do it for today's episode of What If Civilization Shit Over. Please leave a like and subscribe, smash the notification bell, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.